What's up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Akimbo Renettis. They're pretty much like the new Snakeshots, or actually, I guess you'd say the best secondary thing to the Snakeshots, or what the Snakeshots once were. So these are by far the best options to be using right now for the Akimbos. So I'm going to be giving you guys my setup and talking about it with you today. Before we get to that, I want you guys to subscribe if you're new around here. We're getting closer and closer each day to 10,000 subscribers. And please do drop that thumbs up in today's video and comment down below what your personal thoughts are about the Renettis and if you are going to be giving them a try. But as much once again, let's get right into this. So for my setup for the Renettis, this is my main setup. Let's just go straight up to the Renettis. I use the MK3 Burst Mod barrel. This is the only barrel that's going to give you the burst fire, and it's by far the best one. For the laser, I like to use the 5MW laser. And then for the trigger action, I like to run the lightweight trigger for the fastest fire rate. Then for the ammunition, I like to run the 27 round mags. That way I can have the largest magazines, so I can be putting out the most amount of bullets possible. Then my last thing is, of course, the Akimbo perk. That way I can be running Akimbo for this. And whenever you're running Akimbo for this thing is going to be an absolute monster. It is, of course, only good for medium to close range, just like the Snakeshots kind of were. So this is, like I said, just remember, use these like you did the Snakeshots, if not a little bit closer. But these things do shred extremely fast. Moving on along to my primary weapon I like to use with this is the M4A1, because you do want to have a good primary that's decent with range as well whenever you're using this. For my M4A1, I'm using the monolithic suppressor with the stock M16 Grenadier barrel, and then running the operator foregrip with the 60 round mags and the GI Mini Reflex. Now, I sometimes take the GI Mini Reflex off and I run the CQS stock. Now, moving on along to my perks, I like to run EOD, Ghost, and Amped. And then for my lethal, I like to run C4, and my tactical, I like to run Heartbeat Sensor. Now, let's talk about the Renettis. Okay, so the number one thing that I have to say about the Renettis is this is going to be your biggest concern. It's going to be its accuracy. Now, it's not going to be as accurate as the Snakeshots were. The Snakeshots were pretty much like where you point, you're shooting. With the Renettis, you have to actually control your recoil a little bit more, because if you're just walking up in a building just like spraying like with your L1, R1, or your L2, R2, whatever you're playing on, so like when you're just going in there spraying with your Akimbos, like you're going to notice that your recoil is like a lot different than what it was with the Snakeshots. It is, in my opinion, a lot faster to kill than the Snakeshots because of just how, like, honestly, how many bullets you're putting out at a span of time. I feel like the Renettis are really a force to be reckoned with, but you do need to get used to them for yourself. So my best thing would be just start using them as much as you can. Try to get used to them. Try to get yourself the feel for them. And honestly, get yourself, like, adjusted to the accuracy difference and just to everything else. Even the distance changes, because the distance is a little bit different as well. Anyways, other than that, like, I mean, like, it does put out slightly less damage, but whenever you're putting out more bullets at a faster rate, you're really not going to be noticing that big of a difference, because it's going to be shredding them a lot faster as well. Because you're putting, like I said, if you put like 3 Snakeshot bullets, but in the span of you putting 3 Snakeshot bullets with your Akimbo Snakeshots, you're going to be putting 9 bullets from the Renetti. So you got to keep that in mind. You're going to be putting out a high amount of DPS. So keep that in mind whenever you're using this. Don't just count these out because you see the damage difference. Actually know that the DPS on the Renettis are going to be a lot higher because of how many bullets you're putting out. And it's also going to be scaring people a lot more if they're hearing a lot more bullets spraying out and like they're getting freaked out, they're getting flinched, they're getting everything like hitting them in the face. They're going to be freaking out a lot more than they would with the Snakeshots. Whenever the Snakeshots, they give you like pretty much little time to react. But with the Renettis, you have no time to react. Whenever they're in your face, that's it. You're done. That's it. So I want you guys to tell me if you guys are going to be trying out this setup for the Renettis, and if you guys are pumped about using this and actually giving it a try, as these are considered right now amongst the community the Snakeshot 2.0s, quote unquote, because this is the only thing that can actually compare to the Snakeshots. So much love once again, guys. I hope you guys do subscribe if you're new around here, and comment down below, and drop that thumbs up. Peace.